A data center is a great place to collect equipment that needs special power and cooling. This data center is important because it houses a majority of state applications and systems. Without this data center running, a majority of the networks would not run. So the modernization of Lakewood is important to do now because the building is 30 years old and we are operating on that same 30-year-old infrastructure of power distribution. The older that gets, the harder it becomes to fix any of that equipment because most of that equipment is obsolete by multiple levels of manufacturers. By upgrading now, we get to a modern infrastructure which is far more efficient in power delivery. So by what we're doing in making everything modular, we're able to actually withstand a failure a lot better with any of the equipment and keep the estate running without any interruption to services to the customer. So almost everything in here will be replaced as part of all that new circuitry. So in order to connect all of these things, you got 13,000 volts coming in, which nobody in their right mind wants to touch while it's live, which is why we have to take the outage so that they can safely connect all of this gear in, and then we can safely turn it back on without them being next to the equipment when we power it up. But they're going to test all of this stuff before we actually put power on it because we have one shot to get it right. This will be the largest project the OIT has done since it's been an organization, and shutting down a data center that operates all 18 agencies and manages close to 90% of the networking for the state as a whole is a huge, massive undertaking. So to collect all of those agencies together and get them uniquely aligned to this one project to shut the data center down, to do all of this work, to finally bring it back up and essentially leap 30 years forward in technology to the infrastructure we will have is a massive undertaking. And it's taken everybody across the board at OIT, all of the agencies involved, everybody has rallied around this to make this a success.
The power outage dates are October 4th and 5th, and again the 11th and 12th. We'll power down on Sunday the 4th around 5 p.m. and we'll be back up on Monday morning around 8 a.m. Again, the same thing happens the 11th and 12th. With most state agencies affected by this project, preparation and execution of communication is critical. I want to thank everyone involved for participating in our Q&A sessions every Friday, our dry run exercise of the timeline we had, and all the collaborative input. Thank you. If you have more questions or need information about the project, please feel free to email me.